My favorite Alabama fan. That's that is Sarah Evans. That's one of those gals that remember who got in trouble? Remember Brent Musburger got in trouble? They flashed to one of the quarterbacks, I think the Alabama quarterback's girlfriend, and he started joking about, hey, get your old man out in the backyard and start throwing the ball around. Let us know what happened to you. And man, everyone's like, oh, can't believe he said that. But apparently throwing the ball around like Jay Barker did at the University of Alabama, landed him Sarah Evans. So that was a pretty good catch, right? So hello everybody. Rick is live. Rick's gonna be live all time come September. I cannot wait. I am excited for you. Just living vicariously through Rick, y'all. And Matt Jolly Wally. Matt, what are you doing? You in the office, you can't talk, you on the road, what are you doing? Maybe you can't talk.
I'm at home for lunch at the moment, and then I'm going to head back to the office.
Hey, what you having for lunch? Anything good?
Turkey taco wrap.
Okay. So your wife's making you eat stuff that she likes. I see. Yeah, that's good. Hey, I'm excited. Best bringing home, I think,
It tastes
McDonald's
good.
today. Does it? Good. Because we had, let's see, it was Taco Monday, Nacho Monday is what we do at home. Bo Beth makes the best nachos. Oh my gosh. And with the queso cheese on it. Oh, it was so good last night. But I don't want leftovers today. So she had to take Fat Baby to the doctor. And so I think I'm going to get McDonald's today with extra mac sauce on my Big Mac. Oh, hallelujah. Glory to God. All right. So the market. Y'all, something's wrong. The thing's broken. It just ain't moving, is it? Look at this right here. I started watching this a while ago and I said, look at it all bunched up. I said, it's about to poke out. And I said, I bet it's going to poke out to the upside. And it did. Of course, I get that wrong about 50% of the time, but I was right that time, which kind of lured me into going, hey, Bobby, you need to be scalping. But I ain't. I ain't. I'm not. Not gambling. Now I want to address something, okay? Because I think I got a troller on YouTube, right? That's always like, geez, bringing up this stuff, and they're saying, dude, look, you're down $9,000. No, no, no. I'm not down $9,000. This account is not down $9,000. It's just not. Now, my goal is by the time we finish today, I hope this is a larger negative number than it is now. Why? Because that means I'm taking off winners. But in no way, shape, form, or fashion is my account down $9,000. I'm the worst trader on the planet, but even I ain't that bad. Okay. So I am not down $9,000. I'm now $9,000 on the open, right? But those don't concern me that much because we're closing winners. So let's go in and do our stuff for the day. Y'all want to do regular stuff or y'all want to do AIM? I could do both. It's up to y'all. We can start out on regular stuff, see if we finish. And yesterday, don't ever let me get behind on my spreadsheet again, y'all. Yesterday, look, I was putting in all these broken wing butterflies that I have. Look at this. Broken wing butterfly. I put all these in yesterday. I had got behind on all my stuff. And it just took me forever to put that in. So you see the dates aren't even right. 4/9, 26, 23rd, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd. Took me a while to get those in. And then after I put them in, I go, oh crap, now the spreadsheet's messed up because it's showing that my short strike is in the money, 31 points, 6 points, and 31. But that's not the case because these are calls. And then I'm like, now I got to fix this formula. And my ADHD was kicking in last night when I was working on this. And I said, man, I just can't fix it now. I just got to know that, look, here's my short strike. Here's where the price is. So I'm 31 away, right? I'm not negative 31 away. So I got to figure out how to fix that. Custom tweaks. All right. So no problem there. So let's see what our net lick is for the day. I think we're up a bit. All right. Now there's no doubt. You want to say if I'm 9,000 down for the year? No, I am actually down 457.42 for the year. 1,440 of that is from stupid scalps. Some of that is from those stupid Goldman Sachs trades. And what was that other thing I was in that I did? I mean, I've done some stupid stuff. But now since I've been on the path of, straight and narrow, we're getting this back up, right? So, don't be saying, hey, dude, you're down $9,000. You're an asshole and you don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, did I say that? I can say that because Beth ain't here, but the Lord heard me. Lord, forgive me. All right, so let's go in and let's put in our net lick for the day. And I'm just forgetting. Who cares if y'all see my account number? I don't care if anyone sees it. Here we go. So net lick for the day is 51, 531, 59. 51, 531, 59. 51, 531, 59. Here we go. 51, 539. What was it? 55 or something? Crap. 51.
That's close enough.
Yeah, 51, 535, 51, 535.59. Something like that. 51, 535, 59. So, hey, that's a great day.
Well, we're moving on now to the side. To a deluxe apartment in the sky.
All right, I get it. Look, so we're up $432 today. I'm not down $9,000. I'm down $25 for the year. And I'm down $9,000 on the open. Am I worried about that? No. Because we're on the path straight and narrow now. We're not doing dumb stuff. So we're doing good. 8, 5, 2, 4, 0. All right. Now that's been a lot of trading, right? For not a lot of gas. I got it. All right. So now let's go to our credit spreads. And to those that say, Bobby, you're down 9,000. I hope I'm down 10,000 by the time I close stuff today. So let's go to my credit spreads trade. Unbelievable. Beth has all these like shirts, like, be kind to others, be sweet. And sometimes I'm just not sweet, Bobby. I'm sweet and sour, Bobby. So I'm trying not to be sweet and sour, Bobby. But gosh, all these people that just like, All right, what's wrong with my spreadsheet? Come on, spreadsheet, before I start fussing at you. All right, here we go. So let's go to our credit spreads. We've been cutting these down a little bit, cutting their buying power, not using as much buying power. And I'm not
Hey,
opposed.
Bobby, you need to do your Greeks real quick.
Oh, I didn't do my Greeks. Thank you, Rick. See, I hadn't taken my medicine today. Rick keeps me straight. I got all discombobulated because somebody said, hey, man, why you keep saying you make it bad? Listen. I'm going to forget them. But I hope you pee in your bed tonight. Not you, Rick. Me. All right, so let's do our Greeks. Rick is keeping me on the straight and narrow. Seeing this awesome. Y'all know how this thing goes. That's what's amazing. Y'all, repetition, baby. That's where we're at. Repetition. So I got everything grouped up nice so I can see how things are doing. So Delta, let's kind of minimize this a bit. Delta is nice at negative 95. We like being just a little bit negative, Delta. Come on, baby. There we go. Negative 95. So we're a little shorter than yesterday. That's okay. Negative 95. And believe it or not, I saw that my positive theta was 256, I believe, last time I saw it. And we still got positive vega. So let's see what our vega is. Vega is 130. Nice. Loving it. So I'm at still 0.5 on my theta, which is beautiful. Let's see where our buying power is. We've been chunking it down every day. Because remember, we were over like 60% buying power. Now we're at 17,715. Beautiful. Beautiful, darling. Beautiful. Beth saw a naked man running past the house today on the dirt road side of her house with a long hair and no shirt on. I don't know if he had pants on or not. And she started calling the neighbors. There's somebody running down the house, flailing their arms in there. And it turns out it was one of our neighbors. He had a T-shirt on his head, and for some reason he looked like he was running from a fire or something. But crazy, you know. Hey, everybody and their mama's on meth around here, so you know, who knows. All right, so look at this, y'all. We're bringing it down every day. Look at this. We've gone from 57, 54, 51, 45, 41, 39, 37, 34. So we probably should be at, based on VIX. What is VIX today? Y'all tell me. As VIX is, I think it's still lower than 20 in it. So we should probably be at about 30% max. So we're at 35%. So we're good. So do we need a delta adjustment? I need an attitude adjustment. Do we need a delta adjustment? Let's see. If I get my stupid little thing here to, here we go. 18. I need 18 positive deltas. Okay, we can take care of that. So now let's go to our credit spreads. Let's see how many of our Cameron Skinner trays we still got on that I'm peeling off. And we've been replacing those with a little bit of a butterfly. So let's go here. Credit spreads. So I got one here that I've been in 32 days. That's the 3580, 3570. So we'll click it off. 3580, 3570. We're taking off a positive delta trade. The only problem is that makes me more negative delta. So 3580, 3570. Let's take it off. SPX 3580, 3570. Where you at? For 24 days, I think. 3580, 3470, 3570. I'll get close. And I am recording my trades today because I got behind. Oh, it was a pain in the booty. Can we possibly get filled at a dime again for 2 days in a row without having to inch this up? That would be nice. And again, if you want to, put working orders on these things. You know, take them off at a dime or a nickel, whatever you want to take them off at. It's not traded, whatever. Yes, it is. Here we go. Everything's just slow. Slow, slow, slow. All right, here we go. Come on, get me out for 10 cents. Come on, baby. Jacks, what crap. All right, I'll move it up to 15. And then I ain't moving it. I'm just leaving it because we really don't have to close it because I need the positive delta. We're just trying to take some profits. But Bobby, that's going to make you. I got it. I got it. Y'all let people get under y'all's skin sometimes too, don't you? I know you do. It's just human. To err is human. To forgive, divine. Didn't Louis Grizzard say that? I know he didn't say that. All right, here we go. Unbelievable. Everything's so slow. All right, here we go. Come on. All right, let's cancel and replace. Right click. Cancel, replace. And let's bump her up to 15 cents. I ain't going to 20. I just ain't doing it. There we go. I'm just thinking of a Big Mac. I'm all excited. I hadn't had a Big Mac in forever. All right, did we get filled for 15? Yep, we did. So we paid $17.08 to get out of that. Let's go record it. Hold on a minute. Let's see if there's other stuff I can close. I close the music. Close that. I close that. Probably should close Tastyworks. That's okay. All right, so let's go grab it. Sweet Bobby spreadsheet. And here she is. So we can delete all this stuff, right? Because it just takes up memory. And we got out at 15 cents. Come on, baby. There we go. Current day price, 15. And our actual debit was 1708. 17.08. So we made a snazzy little $65.66. Groovy. So that is greater than 50%. Let's go record it. So we got that on the 27th, 21, and 50% profit. Then we'll make her green. Then we'll see how bad we're doing for the week, because we had to close that big old nasty $400 or $500 loser yesterday. So we're trying to offset it now. All right, so let's make this green. It's not easy being green. Oh, that was so sweet the other day. Y'all saw my little baby. She bought me the little Kermit the Frog thing. She knows Dad loves Kermit the Frog. All right, here we go. So we make that green. Now let's check and see how bad we're stinking this week. All right, so then we'll go to our weekly premium tab. How we doing? Oh, we're not doing too bad. We've lost $315 so far. We've only sold $194 in premium. So last week we did right on schedule, right? What we're doing about 16,000, 1,800, 1,000, 1,200, 1,200, and we're negative 13 today. So you can see back in here when we were doing goofy stuff, right? We were doing goofy trades. We've corrected our errors, and now we're pulling this up. So we are at projected really return at our current capture, 40.86. And here's our profits for the year. But Bobby, you're down that. I got it. Plus I lost 1,400. Plus everything that I've lost with the VIX hedge, right, is not included in this. The 1,400 I lost scalping, plus anything that I've lost on the VIX hedge is not included there. So let's see what I've lost on the VIX hedge. We lost $463 on the VIX hedge. And here's what we got open. All right. So now let's go look at our equities tab, just to kind of see how they're doing. Do we think we're going to have a payday Friday or not? Still early. Well, yeah, look at us. We're doing pretty good, aren't we? So all of our little short-term trades are doing fine. Rick, I was focused enough yesterday to spend some time on here. And according to my calculations, if my mind was right yesterday, which I think it is, then this should be correct. These numbers here. It looks like the basis was.
And that sounds fine. It just seemed to me that the weekly premium required should be going down a good bit, but maybe I'm wrong. So thank you for checking that. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So what it does is it takes our adjusted basis, right? Our adjusted basis, and divides it by the number of weeks remaining. So I checked to see it looked like adjusted basis was correct. So if you take this divided by the number of weeks we have, that should give you, that number. But you're right. Theoretically, these numbers should start going down, especially the closer we get, to this, right? So we hope to actually not only pay for it, but we hope to make the entire trade profitable. And the cool thing is I could close Apple today. I could close the whole thing, right? And take a entire profit on that entire one. Now, what would happen if I did that? Well, let's look at Apple. See, we start thinking about these things. You go, I could take off Apple, but because remember, delta adjustments and adjustments come not only from opening new trades, but from closing trades. So if we were to go and look at Apple, what is Apple giving us, right? Apple's given us 20 positive deltas. It's given us 32 positive thetas, and it's given us positive vega. There is no need under the sun, even though the P&L on the open and the P&L on the entire trade is positive, right? And at the same token, no need to close our Q's trade, which has given us nice negative deltas, positive theta, and great positive vega, right? So if we closed all of our Q's trades, we'd be negative vega. So everything kind of just works in combination together, right? It's a beautiful little combination of everything working together. So let's go back to our spreadsheet. What was that, Matt?
Yes.
Matt might have been talking to Mama. Okay. All right. So, but those are doing good. So really, you think about it. If we look now, the Q's not doing that well. XSP not doing that well, but that means our shorter term trades probably are. And that's what we're trying to do, is to cut that basis down. So we'll keep watching these to hopefully make sure these start going down, right? Because it's taking our adjusted basis divided by the number of weeks. All right, we don't have any commodities trades, so let's go to micros. And again, yesterday, I noticed there were a few micros that I'd not put in, so I've got everything up to date now. All my trades are supposedly on here. So we've got our biggest loser of $247, but Jay Powell speaks when? Tomorrow, maybe? So maybe the market will crash tomorrow and we'll take some profit on that. So the biggest winner on the board is this one. It is the 3960 with 31 days. 3960. Let's go close it. 3960. So micros, 3960. And PL open. Here it is, 3960. So we'll close that one. $24. 23.75. We'll take that better. Come on, get us filled for 23.75. I think it did. I'm just waiting for it to come across here. There we go. 23.75. Little delay reaction. 23.75. Ken, you're quiet today. You okay? Ken might have to be taking care of
I
Mom.
had to unmute myself. I'm good.
Good, good,
Is
good.
I'm a little mad with myself though, because I accidentally exited the trade that I put on this morning and lost $60.
Oh yeah, those get under your skin, right? It's just like,
Yeah, they do. I mean, it was nothing. That's not a lot of money compared to what it was, and it was the stupidity of it, and and it lingers. You're right. I mean, it's like if it had been a legitimate loss, I wouldn't have cared, but it was a stupid. So other than that, though, I'm fine. It's frog's hair.
good. Yeah, it's those things where it's, losing is one thing. I lose all the time. But when it's my poor execution, that's another thing, right? That's on me. So yeah, I get it. Get it totally. Yeah, if we could ever take out the human emotions, fear, greed, and the fat finger mistakes that I often make. And actually, I remember in my 2018 journal, I had several that's what I'd call it, fat finger. I had one of these that said fat finger mistake. I was making so many. I probably should put one back in there. So we made us $115. So the cool thing is you and I together have made $1,900 profit on the micros. Now, y'all, that's with closing that 500 loser, that 600 loser the other day, the other 400, closing all those stupid calls. We still made $1,900. Great, right? So we're not going to let one trade or a serious trade take us down. So we closed out of that one. So now let's go see how we're looking. That should get us down in the negative 200s. Look at 200 exactly. We're coming back, y'all. We're coming back. So that looks really good. So chances are we'll have a profitable week this week. So let's go and look at our Greeks. We are Greek traders. We make our decisions by the Greeks. All right. Kind of reminds me though of that. Did y'all ever watch The Birdcage with Robin Williams? Oh my gosh, that was the funniest movie. All right, what am I doing? I was thinking about the plates when the senator and his wife came over. That was pretty funny. All right. So now we're negative 103. We are positive 23 on our micros. You know, I like keeping those kind of, delta neutral, but we've got negative here. So I can definitely sell a put today. And I'll probably just sell the recommended put. I'll probably just do 10 delta. Let's see what it tells me to do. Micros, micro. Oh, look at Rick's cat. What's that cat's name?
That cat's name is Bobo.
Oh, how long have you had Bobo?
Oh, we've had him like 4 or 5 years. We got him from a rescue shelter thing.
Oh, that's great.
He's a good boy.
I love cats. I got 3 myself, but I've never had one like Fat Louie. Oh, Fat Louie, I was his human. Now, all my other animals here, none of them like me. They all like, Beth and the kids, but Fat Louie was my cat. God rest his little soul. All right, so let's sell a 10 delta. Single, sleeping single in a double bed. All right, 10%. Here we go. Easy peasy. 37.80. Now look, it slapped me into the 38 days. Why does it do that? All right, here we are, the 52 days. It's one of those things that I just don't know why it does that. All right, here we go. So we'll sell about to 36.80. I'll right click, copy it, and sell it. I ain't even gonna haggle on price. Haggle on quarters. If they're gonna give me price improvement, they'll give me price improvement. Come on. All right. I think I got Phil. It was at, come on, it went through my phone. There it is. 16.25. 16.25. So the delayed reaction, 16.25. What was that? 36.80 maybe? Put 36.80, I think. Yep. And for what known reason, it's not putting XCME. There we go. So that's a short put. 10 delta. Oh, it's hot in here. I'm the only one by myself. I can't tell nobody to turn the air conditioner on. All right, how many days expiration was that? That was 52. 52. $52 seemed like a lot of days till you start trading, and then they just pile together. So we entered that on the 27th, 21, and I've already forgot what we got filled for. Old age.
It was 16.25.
Yep, 16.25. Rick's got his mind all tuned up, doing well. So we're down $5.44. Dang it. That's what always happens, right? All right, so we got that one sold. So now let's see what our deltas look like. Our deltas now are, I say, let's see what our deltas look like. Our deltas are, geez Louise. Because close this spreadsheet, it's taking up too much stuff. All right, here we go. So now our deltas are, we were like negative 95. What are we now? Put on that positive delta. I bet we're still over 100 negative. Yep, we're over 100 negative. What could I do? Right? I could sell some type of something or another on the put side to give us a little positive delta. What have we been doing? We've been doing some little butterfly trades that have worked out really, really well. Let's do one. Broken wing butterflies. All right, so we've been doing these in SPX, just laying them out there. We'll lay out another one. Get us a little positive delta. One of these days, we're going to need negative deltas. I'm going to show y'all a calendar on the put side. Now, I guess I could do a calendar on the call side. I normally just do them on the put side. So looking out in time, looks like I don't have anything at 15 days. I've got all these little butterflies and these expirations. So we could go out 15 days. And let's find us a butterfly. So my short normally ends up at about 25 delta. Now, why aren't you showing me all my deltas? Crap. Where's my delta for the love? Unbelievable. Maybe to fill in here in a minute. Oh. Dang, it ain't showing nothing. Let me close it, open it back up. Where's my stuff? There it goes. Right as I close it, right? And then it's like, yeah. Here, tubby. Here it is. It's one of them days. Hey, who's here? My wife just says she's still in town. God's my witness. I think somebody walked in on me. Hey, listen, if y'all gonna kill me, just take everything and just leave me alone. Just take my stuff and leave me alone. The guns are in the closet. All right, here we go. So I go about to a 25 delta for my short, right? That's about where I build these things. I'm gonna go a little bit closer. I want a little bit more of a credit. So why don't we sell? Why don't we sell the 4100? Let's see how much we can get out of this. I'd love to get $1, but I doubt I will this far out. I probably need to go up to the 30s. Oh, this is painstaking to do this. One of these days, I'm gonna get me a nice computer that can handle all this. My birthday's in June. Maybe Beth will give me one. All right, here, get it for the love, y'all. All right, here we go. Unbelievable. Now, and we got two of those, the 4100. So let's minimize this. God, that drives me nuts. All right. So then let's buy the 4105. If I'm going to trade butterflies, I'm definitely going to Tasty Works. It's just easier. So we buy the 4105. Uh-oh, I sold it. Don't want to sell that one. We want to buy it. Helps if you hit the right button, Bob. I get it. So we'll change it here. I say we'll change it here. Get up there for the love. Unbelievable. Get on to thinking. There you go. One. There we go. So we'll buy one of those. Whew. And then we'll buy the 4095, right? 10 out. See what kind of credit we get there. All right. 1, 2, 1, 15 debit. What did I do wrong? 4105. 4095. Oh, I wonder. It's got to be the 4090, doesn't it? Because that's a regular butterfly. So let's make that the 4090. 10 points wide on that side. There we go. Come on, little baby. 70 cents. That's about what we've been getting for them. So let's go for it. See if we can get filled at 70 cents. 80 cents. All right. Come on. Fill me. We'll let that work a minute, maybe. I may move it back down. I got it at 75. I'll move it down to 70. Let it work a while. It's the only thing I don't like about the butterflies. You got to work these orders and blah, blah, blah. Okay. See if we can get 70 cents. If not, I'll just let this work. And if we don't get filled, we'll move our strikes. I think I got filled. There we go. Sweet Bobby. How Sweet Bobby did? Well, show me the dang order. There we go. 70 cents. All right. Remember, I hadn't been doing this because it's been boring for y'all to watch. But I got to tell you, if I don't do it, I won't do it today. So I got to do this. doesn't hurt to see it, I guess, too. How I
Well,
record this.
Bobby, here's some
Yeah.
perspective to help you out on that.
Yeah.
Is uh, I need to see you do this every day,
Okay.
and the reason for it is I didn't write my spreadsheet. You did. Okay, so I don't really understand it because I haven't taken it apart and put it back together. That's the engineer in me. You know, I gotta build it myself. And
Sure.
and the other thing is uh, just going through each step over and over again eventually will imbue in me an automatic thing because I'm a rebel and I go my own way and I'm sometimes undisciplined, and so watching this has helped me a lot. That's the reason I'm here. I'm a good tree surgeon, but I'm not a good forester. So and I'm learning forestry from you,
Okay, good.
and that's a big deal. This is so you shouldn't have to apologize, that you're being repetitive or boring in your perception because you're sure not with me anyway.
Well, I appreciate that because it really is, it is repetitive stuff that we do. But the good thing is we know what to do every day. I mean, I think, most traders come in and they don't know what to do every day. And they're watching CNBC, or what is it, CNBC, and, you know, Squawk Box, all these shows trying to figure out what to trade. And that's got to be miserable, always
It
searching.
is. W.D. Gann wrote in one of his books back in the 20s, 30s, that the best thing he ever did was take the tickers. He had 10 ticker tapes in his office for each of the different exchanges,
Hmm.
and he had them removed from his office. And he said it was the best thing he ever did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because it drives you nuts listening. Because the ticker tape back in those days was like CNBC, getting the constant quote streams, and you'd hear people talking, and and it's just and back when I started trading futures, which was the first thing I did, the broker had a feature you could click on the website, and they would play the Squawk Box, which was a microphone stuck in the trading pit, so you could judge the emotion of the pit traders, by the sound of their commotion and all that, would kind of give you a gauge of the emotional energy that's wrapped up in the markets. But all it ever did is it scared you or turn you greedy or whatever. It was a mess. Turn that junk off, and just look at the numbers and you'll be better off.
Very good.
Mhm.
And that's why I don't do the zero DTE trade, right? Because you've got to be glued to it. I swear somebody's in my house, y'all. If I get like knocked over or something, just y'all call 911. Bowden, Georgia, 30108. If you see me go down. Maybe it's my animals. Maybe one of my pigs got in the house. I don't know. All right, so this was at 15 days. Let's see. Where are you, little thing? Yep, 15 days. Good. So I'm glad I am recording this because y'all do need to see, how this works, even if it is repetitive. That's really good. All right, so we entered it on the 27th, 21, and we did it at a price of 70 cents. You would think we brought in 65.48, just like the last time I did one, but no, it's 65.75. See, that's the problem. I cannot figure out their algorithm on why yesterday, or the one I put on here, was 60.48 for 70, right? And now this one is stupid 65.75 was the credit I got. God, just make it simple for me. All right, so we got a little income, little income there. So let's see what that did for us. So if we go, and I probably should start doing this before we put the trade on. I know it's going to give me positive deltas, but I want y'all to make sure that you're, look at these trades first. So now, remember, we were over 100, and now we're under 100, right? Negative 97. So let's do this. Let's show groups. Here's the easier way to do it rather than showing you on the Analyze tab. Show groups. And then we'll group the stuff that we put in today. I said, boy, show groups. Thank you. Boy. Oh, by the way, Devin beat me at chess the first time we played the other day. He's the kid that has nothing to do with me. It's like he'll come in, hey, Mom. And I'm sitting there going, say something to me, man. And he says nothing to me. So I said, well, he's so brilliant. I said, we'll get a chess set and I'll get him to play chess with. He beat me the very first time that we played chess. All right. I was like, dang, man. And I hadn't played in like probably 20 years. So I stomped him last night or night before last. And he didn't even ask me to play last night. So hopefully that'll give me and the boys something to do. Because I want him to trade, right? The Beth says, you always want him to do stuff that you want to do. But he seems to like chess. So I'm hoping that'll give us an outlet. All right, so I put that under Butterfly 12. So now let's just evaluate the Greeks on it, right? So
Have
look
you
at
watched
that.
The Queen's Gambit?
I've been watching it, but Beth watched the first episode with me. She said, this is so lame. I'm not watching that. Is it good, man? I'm going to keep watching it.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth watching.
Now, let me tell you something that I watched that Beth didn't watch with me. And I thought, man, I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I thought I was watching the pornography. And that is Freud. Good Lord in the heavens. But it sucked me in, right? Because it's so weird. You know, Sigmund Freud. What some crazy crap. Have you seen that, man?
I have not.
Well,
But if you can get past Game of Thrones, you can watch just about anything on.
you know I've not watched Game of Thrones. I need to, don't I? I need to watch.
I mean, it's good.
Yeah, I watched that. So the trade
Season
we just,
finale is terrible, but
that's what I heard.
anyways.
That they didn't end it right. Why can they? You know, people do good. They just can't end stuff right. So our broken wing butterfly today, look, gave us positive deltas of 8, right? Gave us positive theta and took away a little bit of vega. And that's what you're looking at. That's what you're looking at, right? So now you know a trade to give you positive delta, positive theta, and a little bit of negative vega. So you got to, I want y'all to always know, how does the tree fit into the forest, right? What does the forest need? And we know that our forest needed a little bit of positive deltas. So very good. So let's take off our group so we can see everything again. And once you know what trade to put on to manage these things, like if you know that a calendar is going to give you negative delta, positive theta, and positive vega, then you can put a calendar on. If you know that a diagonal is going to give you, put diagonal is going to give you negative delta, positive theta, and positive vega, you know what to put on. So you got all this kind of cool stuff that you can do to, and look, we started over $17,000 today. Now we're using 16,000. So we found a way to do a Rick trade or a Cameron Skinner trade and not use as much buying power. That's which has been working really, really well. So that looks really, really good. All right, so I think we look good in this account. So why don't I close this? We got a few minutes, and let's look at AIM a little bit, if y'all want to, because we've done everything we can do here. And Matt, that's good for you too, right? So you start learning what piece that you need, and then you go, okay, I need vega, or I need this, or I need positive this. Then we can figure out a trade to put into your portfolio that will help you get what you need to get. That's where you are unstoppable. That's where you are unstoppable. Oh, by the way, there is a segment that Vanetta does on Tasty Works. Have y'all been watching it? And she did the one with the guy, the nice looking guy. He's got the shadow beard. He's got the black hair. He's got the chiseled face, kind of like me. He's kind of hot like I am. And he's
Was it the income producing strategies or something?
Yeah.
I was going to watch that today.
Okay, you need to watch it. And I'll tell you why. He talks about that he stays in contact with Karen, the super trader. Hell, I've been trying to get in touch with Karen, the super trader, for years. I wrote her a letter, for God's sakes. I don't know whatever happened to it. But I was like, Karen, listen to me, girl. I said, I know your strategy forward and backwards, but I think I got a better way. And I was going to show her about the hedging. And I was like, man, now he gave his contact information. So I'm thinking if I can get in contact with him, maybe he'll put me in contact with Karen. But he's doing something very similar to what we're doing with credit spreads. He's putting them on at 45 days. He's managed them at 21, and he just keeps doing that over and over and over. So I think you find benefit to see someone else that's doing something very similar to what we're doing. All right, so let's go to AIM. So if we go by Lacello, and I think this is what Ken is doing in his retirement account, IRA, 401k, whatever it is, you can, the simplest way is to just do this, right? Just go and do the Lacello. Don't worry about anything updating other than your portfolio value every day, and let this thing work. If you want to be a nerd like me and think you've got something better, then trade it like I've been doing. Well, how have I been doing? So the orange line is the S&P 500. That is a portfolio with 100% SPY shares, right? There's its performance. So here's the performance of the account that I'm trading is in green. And you see that I'm consistently outperforming it so far. So that's why I hadn't switched back to the Lacello method, which heck, who knows, maybe doing better. But I've been doing this goofy little method that I've been doing. So let's update our net lick for the day. Let's see how we're doing. 427, 27, 21. And the net lick is 37, 583.54. Crap, we made a little money in it, and I already closed my We Are the Champions and the Jeffersons. Why does that say we're down? Unbelievable. It's not right. Now, so we're up 7.38% in just, about 3 weeks or so, which is really, really good. But Bobby, you're down 9,000. Not in this account, okay? Hush. Hush! So we're doing fine. So doing really, really good. So let's see what our account is saying. So first thing we do, let's go to my little allocation that I've been working on. And right now I'm telling it to be 90% in stocks, right? The formula that I had yesterday does not work because it was telling me to do 500% stock. And I said, that ain't even a possibility. So I was like, crap, I had to scratch that. So I'll come up with some other algorithm. But let's go here. I'll overcomplicate it. Let's do this very, very quickly. All right, beta, it pulls in automatically. IV rank, I get from, let me show you where I get IV rank from. Real easy. I get it from the account, right? So I got all the IV ranks right here. Oh, don't do that to me. I don't even know that password. Why would you do that to me? Unbelievable. All right, Matt, tell us about Game of Thrones while I pull up the password real quick. Like, keep everybody entertained.
There's way too much going on to tell. If
Really?
you haven't seen it, definitely watch it.
What is the?
If you
yeah, go ahead.
If you can get past the first season or get through the first season, you'll be hooked.
Yeah, I bet.
There's so many different storylines that tie together. I mean, if we could go back and watch it all over again, like from the beginning, we would. I mean, I guess we can, but we'd know what was going on. But like, if we had never seen it again and somebody recommended it, we wish we could just erase that out of our memory and watch it again.
Wow, that's great. I like the way you're doing that. So I would say this. The two shows that have influenced me the most throughout my life, younger Bobby was Dallas, right? I started watching Dallas and J.R. Ewing when I was in 3rd grade. I thought JR was the stuff. And I thought I was going to actually marry Lucy. I mean, Lucy was all it was to me. Charlene Tilton, who knows where she at today? And she's probably sitting there weighing 400 pounds, eating bonbons on the side of the porch, you know. But back in the day, man, she was the stuff. And I wrote Dallas. That was a good thing. My aunt worked at Aunt Dodo worked at the post office, and she got the address. That was before internet, right? So she got the address and wrote in, and I got a signed thing from Larry Hagman, you know, JR, and I got a signed thing from Lucy, and I don't know where it is to this day. And it's one of those things that I wish I had. Oh, it was just, I wish I had those little signed things. J.R. Ewing. And then the second, so that's the only show, I don't watch stuff twice unless it's good. So the only movies I watch twice are all the Star Wars movies because I'm a Star Wars junkie. And I'll watch The Greatest Showman because it's my favorite movie of all time. And the other television
That's
show,
a great movie too.
oh my gosh, better believe it is. Then the other show that gets me is a modern day little Bobby is Breaking Bad. I love Breaking Bad. That is the, you know, so many times I've called my sister and said, girl, let's break bad. You know, she's the pharmacist. And she says, what are you talking about? I said, well, there's this show where they started cooking meth. She says, I'm out. And I'm like, okay. So we ain't done that. But it was such a great, great show. Did you watch that one, man, at all?
We started to watch it, but Amanda couldn't get into it, so we stopped.
Oh my gosh, get her back in there. Yeah, you gotta, what is wrong with her? I mean, you got a science teacher who's got cancer and he ain't got no insurance. 28.6.
Yellowstone's a good one.
Hey, by the way, we watched episode 1 and we're hooked on Yellowstone, right? So we watched it on the Peacock network. So I'm like, man, this is great. We can watch it on Peacock for free. Episode 2,
They suck you in.
they sucked me in and now they're making me pay for, and I'm like, I ain't doing it. I'm trying to find it somewhere else. So if you know where else, where does it come on normally? Where is that show?
I have no idea, but one of our friends, we have YouTube TV, and one of our friends recorded it on YouTube TV. So we watch it on YouTube TV.
Oh man. Well, I got to figure out a way because I was like, the first episode, man, was really, really good. I said, oh man, he's gonna get him now. His son's dead, right? I said, man, I mean, dude is gonna, I mean, it's gonna be hell to pay. And then it's like, sign up for premium. I'm like, you bunch of
So Game of
socialists.
Thrones is, you know, you thought that guy he would have been a major part.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Game of Thrones is known for killing off people that you would not expect to be killed off.
Yeah, they kill off main characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
And y'all don't hate me, but I'm gonna throw out Desperate Housewives, which was a good show for me too. You ever watch Desperate Housewives, Matt? You know you did.
No.
Matt. Your honey didn't say, baby doll, let's sit down and watch Desperate Housewives. It's good. On Wisteria Lane.
Never watched it.
All right, so I'm not buying it. I'm just not buying it. All right, so I entered in all my IV ranks for everything. So now I know it's riveting y'all watching me do this, but here's what I'm doing now. I'm going and I'm going to enter in all of these 5-day returns, 1-month returns, and let's just see what this thing does. So here's all my stuff, right? And I'm looking at these percentages over here. I'm trying to catch the hot hand, right? So let's see. I'm going to do it first of all on the 5-day. I'll try to do this quickly. 5-day and see what kind of triggers it's giving us. So here's 5-day. All right. Wow. Look at the URTY. Wow. On a 5-day, baby, that is popping up. So let's see what this thing tells us today. I'll do this quickly. Ken, what's your favorite TV show of all time?
I would say it's tough. I like Babylon 5. I think that's probably the best science fiction. I like Star Trek Enterprise. Another excellent sci-fi.
Is that the
I
one
like
with
Hogan.
Jean-Luc Picard?
No, that's the gay channel there. It's like I can't stand the second generation, the next
Okay,
generation.
gotcha.
No, the Enterprise is the prequel. It's the first starship to go out. It's the very first Enterprise, and it's the one where they wrote the book. You know, that's
Oh,
where they go. And and then the other I like Hogan's Heroes, and what was it? This is yeah, Bab Five, Enterprise, Hogan's Heroes. I like nonfiction mostly, but I can't deal with soap operas in any form, you know. And I also like this Andromeda series that was back a few years ago. Very intelligent science fiction. And then for a tongue-in-cheek fun was Warehouse 13. And
Warehouse
that's
13.
yeah, look at it. It's on Prime for free. And then I recently binged out this show called Grimm. My first wife, when she had cancer, she really couldn't do a lot, so she started watching that show, and I couldn't watch it because I'm one of these people. I got to watch it from episode one, season one. Can't miss any of the backstory. So, and then uh, I just recently was able to watch it because so I had memories of my first
Sure,
wife,
sure.
and I'll tell you what, that was a lot of fun. It was a pretty good series, and usually I don't go for uh, things that are a little too weird. I like strange and interesting, but I also, I mean, Game of Thrones, I thought it was softcore porn, and I used to watch this show called Da Vinci's Demons, but they is it, I thought it was a pro-gay movie after a while. And the very first scene of Da Vinci's Demons is the Pope gets out of bed. He's full frontal nudity, starkers, and I don't need to see an old guy naked because I do that in the morning and it's scary. So, and then a guy gets out of another fella gets out of the bed of the Pope, and I'm going, I don't need this. I do not need this. I'm not.
And that was
old
a
enough.
that was a strong opening, right? I mean, like,
It sure
wow.
was. It's but the storyline, because it's about Leonardo da Vinci making all his inventions, it's kind of fun.
Oh yeah.
So, but if you can get past that and that stuff, and I took it for about 2 seasons, I said I can't deal with this. And the other one was the British show Sherlock, which was what if Sherlock Holmes was in modern day London right now? And
That's one I want to watch. I want to watch that.
you can watch that on Netflix. You can watch that on Prime, and the Cumberbatch guy who plays Sherlock, it's really good. I mean, it's well written, and because the first episode is a study in Pink, and it's study in Pink, and the very first Sherlock Holmes short story was a study in Scarlet. So they go on and they take a little bit of the original and tell a modern story. And there's a different twist, and it's really well done, and so
Yeah, I want to watch that. Now, have y'all ever walked out on a movie in a movie theater? I did one movie. I always
one
walked out.
movie.
Bridges of Madison County with what was it, Meryl Streep and
And the good, the bad, and the ugly.
what's his name? Clint Eastwood. Yeah, Clint Eastwood. I walked out of that movie. I go, oh my gosh, this is just horrible. I said, I think Beth loved that movie. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's
I
a
think
horrible movie. Like, old boy, her husband was out of town and they were, seeing each other while he was gone. I'm like, really? I said, this is just,
It's a story of high character.
yeah. I'm like, I gotta get out of this stuff. 4.26. So I'm updating the 1 month. Rick, we didn't ask you. I bet Rick doesn't watch TV.
He's probably
Oh.
smarter than the rest of us.
Well, I'm kind of like Ken. I'm one of these old guys. I like Dick Van Dyke. I like I Love Lucy. I like stuff like that. We
Beth
watched.
loves I Love Lucy.
Oh man,
Gosh, that
Yeah,
lasts forever. Those shows will still be funny 200 years from now.
Andy
They will.
Griffith Show.
oh, absolutely. Andy Griffith, love it.
The Dick Van Dyke Show really should be called the Mary Tyler Moore Show because she stole the show. It wasn't for her, I don't think it'd have been half as funny. She was great.
Yeah. We watched the Mary Tyler Moore series as well. That was the first part was pretty good. The
It
first
got old
seasons were
fast.
pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And you know, Dick Van Dyke, he's still going, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still kicking.
I saw an interview with him the other day. You know, he's still kicking out.
He did a cameo in the remake of Mary Poppins that came out a couple years ago. Yeah, so he's still
Really?
acting. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see that too. There's so much stuff, you know, so much stuff to see.
Oh, yeah, The Mandalorian. Go back to TV. I watched The Mandalorian. I like that.
Oh, I've heard
on-
that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I've
on
heard that's
Disney. It's
good.
good. Yep. So
Everyone that I've heard talk about it loves it.
yeah, it's digital, Matt. It's exactly right. I don't know anybody that doesn't like it.
Yeah, I've got to try that. It's on Disney Plus, right? We've got Disney Plus too.
Yes, it is, and it's something that your kids can watch without, there's not even a lot of catch up. It's sort of like the Star Wars violence, the movies.
Hmm.
It's something that a kid would laugh at as much as anything else, and so
You know what's neat too is that we subscribe to VidAngel. Have y'all heard of that? So we watched Orange is the New Black with our kids, okay? And it was like watching, I mean, it's amazing because I know you laugh about it, but it takes out you can tell it what to take out. So we took all the nudity scenes and all the bad words, and it's really cool, you know, that you can do that. So
Did it change the show completely?
probably. But we can't get rid of our kids, right? I mean, it's like, hey, mom and dad
That's
won't
true.
have TV room, and they're like, we're not leaving. And I'm like, you little jokers. So, so now I'm doing the big green monster that I've done on all these, right? And that's below, above the moving averages. So we'll go to ULE. And I'll
well,
pull one of
Bobby,
these.
if you can't watch something in front of your kids, maybe you shouldn't be watching it.
Well, that's true, right?
Yeah,
But
I'm not old
it's-
enough to watch this stuff sometimes.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, I'm in my 60s.
But I don't know what the thing is. My wife and I, we like watching women's prison shows. Does that say something bad about us? Maybe,
Well, what's in your closet, man?
maybe that. Well, I do have a Chucky doll in there that was made for me when I was a little kid. So maybe that's below, above. No, I promise, no freaky stuff here. We're just as we're June and Ward Cleaver as you can possibly believe. Above, fair, AGQ, above. And I'll show y'all one of these what I'm looking at, but I'm just doing the moving average. I'm gonna see what kind of little things I get here. AGQ, almost finished. AGQ URTY, which has been blossoming. So, but it's in a fair value and it's below, above. Okay, that's cool. URTY, TQQQ, what's it doing? I love implementing the green monster into this. Okay, so it's in fair and it's above. UDAL. That's what makes me think of Believe It to Beaver. Hugh Beaumont and Tony Dow. So it is in a fair value, I think. Let me see. Yep, fair value. TQ Dow is fair value and it's below, above. UGL, ugly, is overbought and below, above. Ugly is overbought, above. No, it's below, above. Below, above. So that means bad, right? So it's saying shed those shares. All right, so let's go to UCO. The oil, what's oil been doing lately, y'all? It is oversold, above. UCO, oversold, above. All right, and these don't change a lot sometimes, right? UPRO, Let's see what UPRO is. UPRO is hard to tell. Where are you? You are oversold, UPRO, and you are below. I don't know. It's right at it. I'm gonna put it below. UPRO is below here. So it had us buying one share. Now it says do nothing, right? Because it got penalized for being below. All right, so let's look at O. Hey, tell us what you were saying in chat the other day about O. I thought that was interesting, Ken.
Let me see here. Oh yeah, I think what if it's the same thing I'm thinking of. I was reading a couple of news. I usually don't read the news because it's like listening to CNBC. You just get a lot of waffle. But there was a report where so and so upgraded it to $74 as a price target. That was back when it was $67 or $68, and it had a huge rally up to about $70 and backed off a little bit. And it's going, and I'm going, and I'm coupling that with, well, my first wife, she was from South Africa, and and she was a lawyer, but she couldn't practice law in America, so she was doing other kinds of business. And she did a stint as a stockbroker for Edward Jones, and this is where I learned the insides of what goes on in the brokerage houses. And what was going on when I was reading that article, that was clearly a case of pump and dump. Okay, and if somebody doesn't know what a pump and dump is, I'll explain it. But anyway, couple that with what I'm seeing with this COVID thing, as people, businesses have learned to work from home. And my stepson, his company is thawed out, and he's still working from home. He just goes into the office once a month. And so I'm looking at this, I'm thinking real estate, commercial real estate might be going down hard. Okay. And so what I'm thinking, couple this pump and dump for the big, is going on, coupled with what I think might happen in real estate. And if plywood's going for $100 a sheet, that's going to put the kibosh on new building. Okay. And so I'm beginning to think that these REITs that I'm stashing my cash in are becoming fragile. Okay. This is just speculation on my part right now. Just I'm sort of listening to the signs and portents, I got my ear to the ground and sniffing around, and so I'm cautious. What I'm going to be doing, I got an options expiring because I wrote some calls against O, and when I'm going to let them go, and I'm going to take off half the position, just in case, and spread it around a little bit, because I'm thinking I'm just a little spooked about the market. I think this year is going to close lower than it opened, and O is not like a speculative trade for me. It's a hedge. It's a piggy bank to store my cash.
Right.
And so it's one that I need to be careful. It is pretty fungible. So if I needed to dump stocks in a hurry, I can. Now, one of the hard lessons in life that I've learned is if you make a big profit, take off at least half. Okay.
Yeah, take something off.
Take something home. And that's part of why I so much like the AIM thing, is this is a disciplined way of forcing me to take profit. And what happens is it's not the price of the stock, it's the cash in the account, or should I say the overall net lick. That's what's got to grow. So like what your troll is hammering you for 9K. Well, if he just looked at your net lick day to day, what's he got a problem with,
Right.
But it's just that. And so I'm a little concerned about, and as much as I like it, because I saw where you liked it so much. I go, well, yeah, this is good. When you see somebody else liking what you like, okay, that's a great stock. I'm reluctant to give it up, but I also, am reluctant to lose. I got 1,000 shares of it, and I'm nuking 400 to 600. I'm not sure which, and and there's things I can do to protect it, like collar it and put in. I don't like putting in stop losses with stocks. That's a good way to let the market makers make their house payments. You know,
Right, right.
Yeah. So I don't like, but set an alert and get out when you can. Yeah.
Hey, look at this. Kind of interesting, isn't it? That my little formula here says to sell 7 shares of O.
Well, it's going up. Yeah. I mean, it's expanding to its profit target.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool. So I'll now act on these today, and we'll update it tomorrow, everybody. So, but it's been a good session today. We do the same thing over and over every day, but it's kind of cool that Ken says repetition helps, and hopefully it does help. So look at this, Ken. So the thing that's making me sell shares, look, it's got 2 things going against it now, right? So it just went below its 20 EMA. It went below its 50 EMA. So now it's saying I should only allocate 7.3% to it.
Yeah, I remember. I was looking on the chart and my TC 2000, and yeah, I saw where it dropped below the moving averages. Now I don't pay much attention to those, but I also know that the big funds and the big institutions do pay attention to that. So if they're looking at it, that means I got to look at it. And and so you were so right. And I mean, I just got just a little bird. I got 2 or 3 little birds telling me to lighten my load. And and this is that I have nothing rational,
So a buddy of mine, if y'all are wanting a dividend stock, a buddy of mine was telling me about QYLD. It's a Global X FDS NASDAQ 100, I guess, covered call ETF, but they pay monthly dividends.
What's the ticker again?
QYLD.
I saw that somewhere the other day too.
Yeah, me
Something
too. That's what
interesting about
got
it.
my
That's-
interest.
it's-
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
It's 22. It pays
It's
monthly,
NASDAQ. Yeah. Cool.
and it doesn't move much at all. And it's only
You
$22
and me.
a share.
All right,
What
I'll
was
check
that?
that out. I'll check that out.